Hi everyone, I have a little tutorial for you today, and this is featuring a Spellbinders die set that's called Hexagon Petal Box, and this is designed by Marisa Job and it's part of her Blooming Garden Collection. The reason I'm featuring this die in particular is I've had quite a few messages asking me the best way to assemble it, so I thought, how about doing a video for you? There's 8 dies in the set, and you can see there's a real variety here. When I say 8 dies, that's 8 pieces, but as you'll see from this flower one, which I'll just grab here, you're actually getting multiple dies, so that's brilliant for when you're running it through your machine because it's going to save time. And that again applies to some of the other elements within this die set. So it does make a hexagon little treat box, perfect for wedding favours or if you want to dress up a table for a special occasion. So let me just explain a little bit more about these dies. You have your hexagon with your base, which could also be your lid, so again it's multiple uses. You have your side panels. Now you'll see it's got a tab here, so if you were cutting this exactly plain, it's going to come out like so, but you have the option of putting in an insert, which is very pretty. So you can place the insert in, and then you're going to have a design that looks like this with the filigree coming out. You'll notice there's another die in the set which at first looks like a side panel. But what this die does, it gives you the option to add decorative pieces to your sides. So when this one cuts, I've placed it on a board here so you can see, this just gives you the option, if you was to perhaps use patterned paper, it means that you could apply those decorations onto those panels there. I've gone ahead and die cut out my base and my 6 panels, and I went for the option of putting that insert in. Now also, the minute you cut and emboss, it's going to give you your fold lines, and I've also gone ahead to save time and folded them in. They're very easy to fold. There is multiple ways to create this box, and I've gone for my choice initially, but stop by the blog over the next week because I will feature all different ways of doing this. I've also kept it very neutral, just so that it's good for the video. Again, you could go mad with colours, whatever your preference is. So I've chosen that I'm going to affix the side panels to the base. There's 2 ways of doing this. To get a perfect alignment, you could stick each curve going here so it's perfectly aligned, so then when you would stick that down and your side piece pops up, then you know it's perfect match. The only thing is with that option is you get a small crease line here that may be a little bit more visible. The other way of doing it is that you would put your flap on the outside, so effectively the base of your box would show the flaps going across, and that way you just get the line here, which is a little bit neater, and then inside you could just stick this flap down. I've decided to go with that option, so I'm now going to start to affix those flaps onto the base. So using a liquid glue, you can of course use a double-sided tape if you prefer. I just want to put a little bit of glue, okay, just onto that base bit, and you can feel exactly where that fold is. I'm choosing to put all my tab bases first, and then I'm going to go in and glue the little side flaps. We've reached the stage where all the base pieces are now glued into position. On the inside, I've affixed down those tabs there, which actually looks very decorative. The next step is to then glue the side panels. So we're applying a strip of glue along each one. First one done, and then I'll proceed with all of them. The box is now complete. It just needs decorating. You have the option with the top section here to fold in and tuck under each other, or if you could prefer, you can make it a sort of open box. So you could bend the flaps back and fill with your treats and have it on the table more like a fan shape. So I'm just going to decorate. I've added just a tiny bit of ribbon and a flower and the leaves. They're also included in the die set, so you can add multiples if you prefer, but just keeping it simple for your tutorial. So again, a reminder of this is the whole die set. You'll see on the reverse that there's a couple more inspiration ideas here. You'll see the box is upturned with a base here, and this one has been turned into a basket. But please stop by the blog because I'm going to be sharing a few more tutorials using this lovely die set. Thank you so much for joining me today, and don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube videos. Bye now.